Welcome. You with the nasty pastor. Look, they bite me out here. Yeah, they bite me. They say I'm tasty. And look, I just ain't put the bug spray on. But yeah, they say I'm tasty. But look, I'm back with another read. You get me? And this read is about Horus. This read is about Heru. This read about the first in our civilization and our culture that understood, you get me? Understood we have evil and we have good inside of us. We have to choose a side. This is the first. You get me? The first. No one never understood that before Horus. And to, make this so special, so beautiful to speak of. This is our Jesus. You get what I'm saying? This is our blueprint. There should be a lot of information about something positive within our culture, but all we hear is the negativity. All we hear about is the devil worship. All we hear about is the drug usage. All we hear about is the unacceptable actions of the goddesses within our culture. And I can't speak about before Christ. I can't speak about when Christ was alive. You understand what I'm saying? I can't even speak about that. But when you look at the structuring and you look at the actions of our gods and goddesses within our culture, a lot of the actions is not acceptable. It is very looked down upon. And as gods and goddesses, we are an example. You get me? If we're not an example to a Muslim, to a Christian, a Catholic, a Baptist, a Buddhist, what else out there? I said Muslim, right? What else is really out there? If we're not an example for them, we must be an example for us Kemites. You understand? Be the example for us Kemites if you don't want to be the example for the world. You understand me? For the world. And be an example for a Kemite. The 10 virtues. That's your blueprint. The 10 virtues. The Kemetic 10 virtues. That's your blueprint. You get me? It's similar to the laws of Mott. You get me? It's similar to the laws of Mott. But if you understand the 10 virtues, the laws of Mott should be easy. Should be easy to walk in. Should be easy to understand. Should be easy for you to be the face, for you to be the voice. Get me? Look, like I said, we're starting this reading about Horus, and how to say this? I'm pushing myself, and I wanted to months ago get into this, but so much been going on with me, you know what I mean? I have to really take time and really be involved in this to really like give you the best understanding, the best way of what I'm reading being processed, looked at, and understood in a righteous manner. And even if not in a righteous manner, is looked at in a negative manner, I still don't want you to put any actions to it. You get me? No actions to it. But Heru story is the same as Jesus was. You know what I mean? Osiris never physically inserted his rectum in Isis. You get it? The same as Mary and Joseph. You understand what I'm saying? Joseph didn't have sex with Mary. She was a virgin, from my understanding, and Jesus came. Isis was a virgin, and Heru came. Horus came. You get what I'm saying? So when we get into the word, you know what I mean, which I've spoke some days ago, you know, the word moves in your flesh. The word is whom we pray to. You get me? The word is whom we pray to. The word will borrow your flesh. The word will use you as a voice, as action, as action. You get what I'm saying? You get me? Use you to motivate and use you to tear down at the same time. Build and destroy. You get me? Build and destroy. And we have to be faithful students of whom we pray to. We have to be. And we do a lot of backsliding. You know me, I put both hands up. It's hard. It's very, very, very hard. You get what I'm saying? You're dealing with ignorance. You know, ignorance has its own heartbeat, its own breath. You get what I'm saying? And you have to figure out how to deal with it. You have to figure how to love, and love from a distance. Ignorance will get you killed. Yeah, will physically get you killed. So you have to love and love it from a distance. Look, this is the introduction to this book I will be now reading, called Horus, and it's by Ashley McGregor, and it's a I can't see it. Hold on for a minute. It's a 44-page book, so it shouldn't take us long. You know what I mean? It shouldn't take us long to get through it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read you this introduction, and it says Horus, Ashley McGregor, copyright 1990, A. McGregor, Smash Words edition. This ebook is licensed for your personal enjoyment only. This ebook may not be resold or given away to other people. If you would like to share this ebook with another person, please purchase an additional copy for each recipient. If you are reading this book and did not purchase it, or it was not purchased for your use only, then please return to smashwords.com to purchase your own copy. Thank you for respecting the work of the author. I get them. And it says something right here. Know that this is a work of fiction. That means this is perceived as a fairy tale. You get what I'm saying? Believe that the gods of Egypt breathe. You understand? Does that make sense to you? Know that this is a work of fiction. Believe that the gods of Egypt breathe. What do you get out there? You know, I get you're saying that this is fiction. This is not real. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I get. I don't understand the last part. Believe that the gods of Egypt breathe. You get me? I don't really get that too much. And then it goes into Horus. And the forward says, stars fade like memory, the instance before dawn. Low in the east, the sun appears golden as an opening eye. That which can be named must exist. That which is named can be written. That which is written shall be remembered. That which is remembered lives in the land of Egypt. Osiris breathes. The sun rises and mists disperse. As I am, I was, and shall be a thing of matter and heaven. You get that? And that's about it. That's out the Papyrus of Annie. But do you get that? Especially that last part. And shall be a thing of matter and heaven. See, it's told that we're like what they call protons, neutrons, atoms, and stuff like that. It is said that that's what we are. So when you think about this part, matter, yeah, I can relate to that. I understand that, because when you think of atoms, you think about protons, neutrons. They are matter. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's well, we will be starting chapter 1. I don't want to start it right now. I don't, but it's a very short read. It's 2 pages, so I'm gonna dive in. You get what I'm saying? Chapter 1. Voices arouse me. A murmur takes form. The hum of thoughts and words build. I was never asleep, but the voices are sometimes silent. And I am, for a moment, motionless. Now I hear them again. They create substance. They create me. The ancient worshippers' prayers, the Pharaoh's belief, and the awe of visitors to the shrine. All are rations for the Ark Ghost. And it's spelled AKHGHOST. The Ark Ghost. Now, if you put an N right there, it's You feel what I'm saying? It's Yeah. Colors are before me. Blue, brown, and gold. The sky goddess, Nut, is here. She loves blue. I am somehow with her. I can see down upon Geb, the earth god, his sand sculptured by the wind, the green land of the quick, and the river of life. Above me is Ra, mightily, talking the golden orb around the earth. The bright paint on the front of the temple fades as deeply sculptured forms sink into shade. I feel air rush over my ark, soaring above my temple, gilding along the great wadi. I remember the feeling of living and of time. If my life was yesterday or millennia ago, I cannot tell. The temple remains. It is also timeless. I see the priests, the pharaohs there. Are the travelers from distant shores and times. The Bible prefaced by art reanimates me. My story is on the walls, on papyrus, and on people's mind. They want to know. Some want the wisdom of a God. Some want to know the secret of triumph over evil. Some want to know how I came to be all things I can rejoin. Only those who listen to an ark can hear the answer. Only those who see the falcon ascend above them and know it is me can hear the answer. And when they heed the bird call, only those who say, behold, it is Horus, will hear me. To those who awaken me with my name, who see me and feel me, I will tell the reality of my life. Before I was a god, and before I was a king, when I was a boy. Now we're gonna end that right there, because we'll be diving into chapter chapter 2. But you hear, he was this, he was that when he was just a boy. You feel how mature he is? You get it? You understand? And when you read our books, when you tap into our literature, there's not a lot about Horus really being said. It's not. It's really not. And it's probably a good thing. But when I understand what went on in the Catholic and the Baptist world with the Holy Bible, you know, if Horus was still living, how does that work? How do you work religion into spirituality? How do a person of spirituality trust and believe in the word of a man of religion? How? It tells you the Bible has been rewritten twice, or it's three. It's either 3 times or it's 2 times rewritten. For whose gain? Man gain, not men. Man, M-A-N. You get me? So it's time to really pay attention. It's time to put actions to some things, and it's definitely been overdue. Overdue. To really conversate with your kids. I don't care if they're in the 12th grade. It's time to conversate. It's time to look at them. It's time to get an understanding of what they're doing so that you know that it's acceptable. You get it? You understand? Look, we wrapped up chapter 1 of Horus. Let me make sure. Yeah, we wrapped up chapter 1 of Horus. I'll be back with chapter 2. Like I said, it's a 44-page read, so it's a very thin book, very short book. But I'm gonna, how to say this, increase your knowledge of who Heru, of who Horus was. You get me? There are some things in this book that are gonna wake me up. There are some things in this book that I'm gonna have to stand on. There are some things in this book I'm gonna be pissed about. Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed about. Anyway, you've been with the nasty pastor. I'm out, and I love you.